Okay, I guess we start now. This is going to be a breakup advice with me, Jacob Flannery. I'm 17. I think this uh, breakup advice goes with, all ages. I think it can work if you apply it correctly. Um, little over a month ago, uh, I broke up with my girlfriend. We were together for almost 4 years, and the hardest part about it was I felt like I was blindsided. And through your breakups, you might feel blindsided or you felt it coming. But first and foremost, depending on how the breakup happens, if it's more of a mutual breakup where you both get off on your terms, we're not going to be covering that. It's mostly going to be like you get blindsided and you don't know how to deal with it. You can't talk to him. So with me in my relationship, when it broke up, I didn't expect that at all. But I was totally and completely heartbroken. I thought the world was ending, which it's not. But when it happens, you just feel that way. And the first and most important thing to do, because we broke up, she blocked me on everything. So the first and most important thing to do is do not try to contact her or him or whoever your boyfriend girlfriend was. You need to give it time. Especially if you want it back. Most important thing is you want to give that relationship time, because in that moment, the person, especially if they broke up with you, is they're gonna need that space and time to realize what happened and what went wrong. Like, especially with our relationship, like leading up to it, there was arguing. Like, there's signs you need to look for. One second, the spirit's chasing me, but the most I completely lost track, but
What?
with it, you just gotta, the first most important thing is you gotta give it space. Ooh. And through that, another thing is you want to find a vice. When I broke up, I was in the darkest place imaginable. Like, I couldn't imagine my life being with anyone but her. But you got to realize the world's not over. It's going to keep going with or without that relationship. And especially, what boon is that? But especially, you got to talk to someone about it. I talked to probably 50 different people when I broke up with her. And that's the most important thing to do. You don't have to, like, air it out to everyone. Not everyone has to know, but find a close person you can talk to. Find, like, if you can talk, if you're good relationship with your parents or friends, just talk it out with them. Because that's a really important thing to do. Just talking. Secondly is, you do not want to stalk her socials. For about the first month that we're about a week ago I stopped, but for about the first month, I would look at her socials on other people's accounts. I made new accounts to look at them, but you don't want to do that. You want to completely cut it all off. If you have a second account you've made to go look at her reposts on TikTok, that's what I did. That's the worst thing you can do right after a breakup, because they're going to be hurting and they're going to repost some really, really bad stuff. Like, I was completely distraught when I saw her repost. So first and foremost, don't make any other accounts. Don't look at her page. Don't stalk her socials or their socials. 2 people down. What's happening over there? Sorry. Yeah. But, you do not want to stalk her socials. Second thing is, I know it could be soon, but you want to delete literally all her message, like all your photos. If you have old messages saved, like on Instagram, you just want to delete those chats. Like, I deleted the chats I had with her, because just when you look back on it, you're gonna feel even more depressed, and you just, all that sadness will come flooding in again. So you, most importantly, you do not want to look back on it. You want to just delete the photos you have on her. I had maybe 5,000 photos of her in total, and what I did is I deleted everything. Everything. I literally deleted everything, all the photos on my phone. You don't have to do that, but like, I had so many photos of her, like I couldn't manually, or I could have, but it would have taken forever. But you want to delete all those photos of her, like or of them, and you just want to completely cut it off. Third, this is the most important and probably the hardest thing to do, but you want to block them. Especially like how she blocked me on the stuff I didn't have her blocked on. When I would stalk her socials, make second accounts, you want to block them, because even that temptation of texting her or looking at her page will come if you don't block her. So the best thing to do is block them. Out of sight, out of mind. Another thing is, you really, like when I say find your vices, I was in a really dark space. I did bad things, but like talking to people, playing video games, working out, reading the Bible, or reading whatever religious book you read, or just reading in general. Just places that can get your mind off of your relationship. Like, that's what I'm doing right now, playing games, but I talk to my friends, I have fun, I laugh, I make jokes, and that's the hardest part. Really getting back into a normal way of life without that person, especially if it was as long as it was mine. But you just want to find something, like, and you want to be consistent with it. The hardest part is consistency when you're in a dark mind. Like, some days I'll be fully committed to wanting to go to the gym, wanting to work out, wanting to really just play video games, read the Bible. Or then other days I would forsake those things. I would fall into sin. I would get lazy, not go to the gym, or I would just play games and get so incredibly angry at them. But you want to stay consistent at them. Like with video games, not getting mad at them is iffy, but the best part is to realize it's just a game, that you're just there to have fun. If you're getting mad, just turn it off. You want to turn it off and walk away. One of the best things you can do is, like I said, is just find something. Like right now, another thing, like reading is so important, because you can, if you have a vivid imagination, you can imagine yourself in differently. You can really get into that story. You can reading really helps me. So if you're into reading, I'd 100% try reading to get your mind off things. It's helped me more than I could probably even know. But like I said, you just want to find something. Like when you go to the gym, don't just do it one day of the week and be lazy the rest of the week. Try to be consistent. Even if you can't get to the gym, go for a walk every day. Take your car out and ride. Like, I've been more committed to try to get my driver's license, because it's been helping me. It's been helping me be able to take my mind off it. But yeah, I just got to get my hours in, and I'm really committed to that more than ever. Oh my goodness. But oh gosh, he's tunneling. But another thing, like with devices and ways to feel, this is a pretty chill game, like match. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna help him because I get all off topic more than I already do. Gosh, but yeah. What you really want to do next, most important step behind take notes, or like behind reading, finding advices, talking to friends, is write a letter to that person. Don't send it, but just write a letter. It can be daily. I've been writing letters about my dreams to my ex, but I don't send them. But writing letters as if you're talking to that person can really vent out those feelings. Like, you really can let go of it as if you were actually talking to them. Like, I'm not talking to her, but like, I know how I feel. Like, I can really... What are these people doing? But really, when I write down my dreams in letters, I don't know what it is, but something about... It's about humans. People love telling stories. People love saying what's new with them. People love explaining to others, like what I'm doing right now. It helps.
Just gotta get out now.
But another thing is, also with new vices, new things, is you want to set something up for your future self that you can look forward to, that you can really think about in the future. Like, I have a upcoming job, and that's leading me to look towards the future, because the hardest part was I thought the world was over, there was no future for me. But through me getting that job opportunity, dang, P100, like, it really has me set on not just the past, not just living in the present, but looking towards the future even without her, which is hard to say. But you have to look forward to something. It doesn't even have to be a job. Say there's a movie coming out in a few months. Say the Spider-Man movie coming out July 31st. Take that for example. You make that date important to you so you can look forward to it. Be like, if I can't have my future with them, that's fine. I can look forward to future to watching this movie, getting this interview, getting a job, going out in a few months with my friends, or going out this coming week. And it doesn't have to be a long-term goal, like in a year from now I'll have this, or in a few months from now. It can be in a few days from now. You want to take it, you can take it daily. Be like, tomorrow I'll get up and I'll play with my friends. Tomorrow I'll get up and go for a walk. And just having that future preference is something that can really set you in to move on. I know I'm talking about going on and on about stuff, but it really has helped me. Especially that last piece of advice, finding a future. If you can't see yourself in a future without someone, if you can't see yourself without them ever, no matter how close you are, no matter how close you were, if all you can see is them, you got to change your way of thinking. Because if all you can think about is them, that's selfish, really. It really is selfish. Because you're like, how is it selfish if all I can think about is them? Is because it's because that's all you think about. It's selfish to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you think of selfish like all you can think about is yourself. But in this instance, all you can think about them, you're being selfish to yourself by not allowing yourself to see a future in you where you can devote time and love to not just others, but to yourself. Self-love is very, very important. And if you can't see a future that doesn't have you in it, or it's not focused around you, it's fine to have a future focused around family. It really is. Like, to have a beautiful family, but you got to set that future up for yourself as well. Like, what will I be doing in so on years, or how will I see myself in years from now? Like a 5-year plan, or even a year plan. You want to set yourself up for success, because even marriages, even though we weren't married, even marriages you can divorce and stuff happens. So that's why you got to look into a future not just with her, but with yourself, where you can really invest in yourself. And that's important. Oh, hello, Wesker. Hey, teammate, can you take a hit? Ooh. 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 Oh, no! Oh, I didn't get hit. Screw you, Wesker. Pre-drop. But, Ouroboros. You gotta just... Where am I going? Oh, nope. Getting off topic now because I'm in chase, but moving on. Pallet. And you want to create some distance from that pallet. Move! Okay, come on, teammate. Come on. But moving on, an important thing is, if you want to get back with that ex, you can't expect it to be the same, and you can't allow it to be the same. What I'm saying is, the way your relationship ended was not healthy. Most likely not. And that's what it comes down to, it not being healthy. So breakups happen. Whether it is from a perspective, you both don't think it's healthy, but you didn't want to break up, or she didn't think it was healthy, but you thought it was, but she still broke up. When you say you're given another chance, or she, and like, there's a new future there, you gotta go into it with what happened. Yeah, first of all, you gotta say, what happened? How did it happen? What went wrong? You gotta talk about that. And you have to go over why it went wrong. Because if you don't know why or how it went wrong, I'm gonna come up here for a second. what I'm trying to say is, lost complete track of thought. Oh, he's getting tunneled. I'll go help. But you got to go into that relationship with changes. You got to put changes in place. Like, in my last relationship, towards the end of it, the last year, she more and more stopped having respect for my wishes. Like, kisses, hugs, stuff like that, for example. Like, not everyone has to do it, and you don't have to do it all the time, but I would always abide to what she wanted. It was never about me. Yes, she would do stuff for me, but I was grateful for it. I'm not gonna say I wasn't, but she always wanted stuff done for her a certain way. It was always about how she thought of the relationship. So I'm gonna use myself as an example. If I'm going back into that relationship, we gotta be on the same level together. We gotta have the same amount of respect. The way I respected her, in that I respected her wishes most of the time. Like, I can't say I was perfect all the time, but I really did try listening to her. And I would, if she didn't want physical touch, I would try not to touch her. I would try to just be chill. I'm in a dead zone. Teammates. Well, I'm zero hook. I need to find a pallet. I don't want to be using all the pallets, but... Oh, that's dead. But, yeah. If you want to go back in that relationship, there has to be changes. You can't allow the same unhealthiness, toxicness that broke up your relationship to happen again. Especially if it was your fault. Like, towards the last 2 weeks of our relationship, we argued hard. It was the hardest I think we've ever argued. And mostly it was my fault. And you gotta be able to recognize that it's your fault too. Because I'm not saying all the time, but 95% of the time when there's a breakup, it's not just their fault, it's gonna be your fault too. And if I was going to go back into the relationship, it's not just going to be me asking for changes. I'm going to ask her, what did I do wrong? What could I do better this time, this next chance? Where is he? But you got to be willing. I went death like as they got here. But like I said, if you're going back, this part's been a bit weaker because, you know, I've been in more chases than I was that spirit game, so it's a bit harder to focus. But it's also because this theme music is so loud. I mean, it's obnoxiously loud sometimes. But really, 90% of the time, you don't want to get back instantly. If it's a week later, like say they break up with you today, in a week from now, they instantly get back with you. Or they're asking to get back. You gotta respect yourself, let alone respect them, to realize that it's not healthy to get back together that soon. Both of you now need time to recover from that heartbreak. Because even if she or he says they want to get back together, it's not as simple as that. Because there's going to be heartbreak, there's going to be a new lack of trust that has been built up. Because you never really think of that. If you get back together, you could think, oh, we're completely the same, but you're not. Even deep down inside you, especially deep down inside you, there's now a lack of trust in that person. Because if they can do it once, they can do it again. And even if you don't admit that, and you'd be like, no, it's fine, they could never do that again, or like you think all sunshine and rainbows, it can totally happen. So you gotta have that respect for yourself and them, not to get back immediately. You gotta give it time. However much time, that's up to you. It's really just dependent. I should probably use this. It's really just dependent on how you feel, but I would say at the very least, you should give it a month. Stuff like that can take years. Oh, Sable got off. I thought he was grabbing Sable. But stuff like that can take years to recover from, and that's fine. And another thing is, oh, I'm gonna get hit there. Sometimes I forget how long the lunge is. But you gotta know, even if it doesn't work out, I love the emote tech. Oh, which way am I going? And he's gonna break in, now I'm stuck. I'm dead. I'm gonna hop in a locker to waste as much time. He's gonna think I'm gonna have that on, but I'm not. And now he just takes me out. But you gotta give it time. Right now it's been a month, and I would love to get back with her, but right now I know it wouldn't be healthy for either of us to get back together right now, because whether my ex would like to admit it or not, she's hurting. You don't recover from a 3-year relationship like that. I'm hurting, and we both need time. Like, for example, my sister, she was in a decently long relationship, and they ended things. And it took my sister and her boyfriend 6 months to come back together, and right now they're going better than ever. I was really mad about it, not because it was my sister, but more I was jealous that they can get back together when they were more toxic, I feel like. But see, that's another thing I need to talk about. You cannot let your pride, your ego get in the way of relations, because I let mine. Towards the end of it, with all the arguing, not being able to put stuff down, was my pride. It was my ego. And you really got to overcome that. The hardest thing you can do is overcome yourself. Like, that might sound confusing. You're like, but you got to take care of yourself. Like five minutes ago or 10 minutes ago, I said you got to take care of yourself. You do. You got to have that self-love, that self-worth, how you can see your future, but you can't allow that to turn into pride or ego. Yes, you can be proud of yourself, but you shouldn't become overly prideful, overly egotistical in that. Like, yes, you can be proud of your accomplishments, but don't go around, oh, I can do this, oh, I did that. That was Jason. But, gosh, I need to get some water. I think he has Lethal Pursuer. Probably has an aura reading build. Lethal Pursuer, Barbecue Chili, stuff like that. Probably Pain Renaissance and not deadlock. We could also have Hex friends to the end. Or not, I mean, just regular perk friends to the end. But, where was I? Yeah, pride. You cannot let pride get in the way of loving someone, because you will lose your relationships over that. I lost mine over pride. Other thing is, it's not always healthy to go back to an ex, no matter how bad you love them. You shouldn't have to force yourself to go back into a overly toxic relationship.
What?
Okay. That's good, I just want to keep talking. But, my build ain't the best, by the way, I'm just trying to heal people. I like trying to be a support player. Oh, man. So I'm gonna go back and save them and be a support player. Like, what? If he instantly goes into a form, I cannot see him. I think he is insidious and he's standing still. Because how else could I not see his aura? Because he's not in his ghost form. Or he literally... Okay, yo, Broski. But yeah, just because you waited and they talk to you doesn't mean you need to go back with them. Sometimes you just gotta cut it off completely. I mean, for example, say it was an abusive relationship, whether physical, emotional, or just fake the window? Nope. Ooh, bang. Now I fake the window. I played against Jason. Ah, that was a nice one. But I've been getting better against Jason. I played against him Iron Grasp?
No.
He's moving. He could have... Huh.
Could you smell?
Now I'm thinking he has a different build. But, yeah. Sometimes you gotta look at the relationships. With me and my ex's relationship, I feel like it would be okay to go back. Because overall, we loved each other. In the end, there's just a lot of pain and that we both need time to heal from. But if it was emotional abuse, physical abuse, like if they're hitting you, you broke up, they get and they're like talking to each other, or even if you hit them, we're really gen rushing. Golly. But like I was saying, you do not want to put yourself back in that relationship, no matter how much. You get like heck scared to death though. Okay. Ooh, chest. I think this is a guaranteed good chest. But especially, nope. Not a good chest. Never seen this part of the map before. I never really go back here. But yeah, and there's other scenario. Weird basement placement. I'll go back here and start yelling. But yeah, you just don't want to place yourself back into really bad relationships. Another thing is, for me example, you gotta respect the other person's choice too. Say they don't get back with you, they don't text you, it's completely done. You want to find peace, because if you really did love that person, you're going to be able to say, I love them and I want nothing but the best for them, with or without me. Because that is the biggest sign of respect and love you can have for someone. Is, you know, they say the thing is, to love is to let go, but it really is. If you can't let go of them, it's more of an obsession. It's more maybe lust-filled than love. I'm gonna get this freaking totem before he gets me. That Hex, when he breaks a pallet, I think he gets 13% haste for like 12 seconds. It's something like that. It was a purple, so. Come on, Steve. Let's go. Do not come. Ooh. This dude's really good at faking it. No, not like there. But he has no Hex to gain that haste back, so I'm kind of out of the chase. Oh, Jen. But yeah, say I made peace with it. If she never wants to get back with me, then if she really thinks she's better off without me, then good for her. Because with or without me, I wish nothing but love and happiness for her. And that's a sad thing to admit to sometimes. And it's okay to be sad. It's more than okay to be sad. Feeling emotion is the best part of that. You do not want to have those emotions pent up. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry in front of someone. It's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to use that anger and like to hurt people or to hurt yourself, or use that sadness to hurt you or hurt someone else. It is never okay to use your feelings to justify yourself and causing pain to others just because you feel that way. So you want to feel those emotions. And a big thing is, I talk to my therapist about I have a therapist. I'm not afraid, like ashamed to admit that, because it's totally human to admit that. It's also totally human to get out of here. He has Blood Warden. I'd be pissed, bro. And it's the other gate. Hello, Steve. You have bamboozled me. I mean, they're all going back to save her, but... yeah, I'm gonna be a goat. Oh. Oh, close shot. Look, he's gonna go back now. I caused enough distraction. That's gonna really distract him, hopefully. Actually, I could also do one more other thing to distract him. Just cause a little noise. But yeah, with a therapist especially, to really talk to the emotions, because yeah, it's good to talk to friends and parents, but like talking to someone who really knows how to deal with it and how to approach it is a lot more helpful than talking to someone or listening to someone. Well, like, I know some stuff I'm talking about, but like,
Got to find someone.
more than me, go talk to someone some way smarter than me. But it's true. Talking to her really helped me realize stuff. Like, even if you don't get closure, that's another thing. Is I really struggled with. Well, let's leave this. I'll probably be closing out. I really struggled with the fact that I didn't feel like there was closure. But it was less that I didn't have closure. It was more of I just wanted to talk to her. Right now, even I'm saying all this, I'll trade all my possessions just to talk to her for a minute. Just for her to love me again, but sometimes the most closure you're ever gonna get is we're breaking up. And that's okay. It may not be right, but it's okay. And yeah, moral of the story is you gotta move on. You gotta stop looking at them. You gotta try to wipe them from you seeing them online or on your phone. Uh, you gotta try to stop thinking about them. You gotta move forward to better yourself. You don't want to fall into addictions. You don't want to deprave yourself of necessities. You don't want to deprave yourself of others, of being social. But if you're gonna get back together, you gotta set boundaries. You gotta talk about what went wrong, and you have to be fully into making change in that relationship. And another thing is, you gotta come to peace with might not ever getting back with them. And that's all right. Make sure to talk to people. Make sure to be consistent in either reading your religious texts, uh, really going to the gym, going on walks. You want to find something and you want to stick to that. You want to set future goals for yourself, so it's not living in the past, but you're living for the future. You're living. You're just living, and you have to come to understand that your relationship may be over, but your life isn't over. Uh, I I just really thought I needed to get this out there. Maybe it would help someone. It would have helped me if I if I heard myself say this when I first broke up. You're gonna be in a lot of pain, and it's gonna sound foolish a little bit, but as you get through it, as the weeks go on, you'll understand what I'm saying. Uh, but I hope I can look back on this one day and say I helped at least one person, if not myself. I love everyone listening to this. If you made it that far, I hope you enjoy my sublime playing and gaming. I hope you have a great night, great day, and I hope you find peace in your life. Goodbye.